Get ready for The Splash, live! Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash, live!
Good morning and welcome to The Splash. My name is Dave Scott. Good to be here. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Friday morning in the Greater West Bloomfield area. So you are watching The Splash, the beginning of 90 minutes of live programming each and every day right here on Civic Center TV. Tyler Keefe, of course, will be in at 10 o'clock, and he will be here with the MegaCast. We hope you tune in for that. For the guys in the booth, I still can't hear anything. Just going to let you guys know that. Of course, coming up today on our programs, we got a great lineup for you, but you can't watch if you don't know where we are. So the places to catch us, of course, are on Civic Center TV, Channel 15, on AT&T, Channel 99. You could, of course, watch each and every day on CivicCenterTV.com, right on the web, and then also be sure to tune in on Facebook Live on Civic Center TV's Facebook Live page. And I don't know if we have the graphic up here or not for it today, but we are also available for you. Oh, there it is on the Big 89. We're live on the radio on Lakes FM, and you can make sure you tune in there as well. I'm just going to adjust a couple of things here. Sorry about that, everybody. Just trying to get some audio stuff correct in our studio here. So we got that all worked out. We're also on YouTube today, so that's really good. Glad to have you here joining us today on YouTube. Weather-wise, around the Greater West Bloomfield area, we are going to have a partly cloudy day today. Temperatures are going to be warm. Highs around 87 degrees. Tonight, clearing skies, low about 68, 69, 70 degrees. Saturday, partly cloudy, the warm one for the weekend. Temperatures around 90, and then cooling off for Sunday. And on Labor Day, Monday, temperatures will be in the upper 70s, and we'll have a few clouds in the area. So taking a look at our big headlines today, especially for me, the most exciting thing going on is your West Bloomfield Laker football team. Lakers are playing tonight, taking on Harper Woods. It's the home opener for the West Bloomfield Lakers. And Tyler Keefe and I will be there with a live broadcast. The first time we've had an opportunity to do the game live on Civic Center TV and on Lakes FM and all of our other outlets, and for you to be able to, as you can right now see, you'll actually be able to watch a game tonight on all of our outlets. So make sure you tune in and join us. It's Laker football, West Bloomfield, Harper Woods. Our live broadcast begins at West Bloomfield High School at about 6 o'clock, and kickoff is 7 o'clock tonight, and it's just the first of many great games for the Lakers. They open up really incredibly well at Wayne State University. We see Dante Pippen running for a touchdown right there last weekend. But we opened up great with a 47-7 victory in our first game. I think the team looks better than it's ever looked. We hope you are there with us tonight. Really be best if you got in your car, drove over to West Bloomfield High School, and joined us in person. But if you can't, we invite you to make it to our broadcast on Lakes FM, Civic Center TV, and of course all of our other outlets. If you want an easy way to get there, just go to that website right there. Scan that right now. That's the QR code. It'll take you to our Laker football page, and that's where all of our broadcasts will be all season long. So bookmark that. It's CivicCenterTV.com/LakerSports, by the way, and we hope that you go there and check out our games. So, again, big victory last week, 47-7 over Sterling Heights. And the guy you saw there just a minute or two ago was Dante Pippen. This guy came out of nowhere. Great running, very fast running wide receiver. I think he is, and many people say, one of the fastest guys in the state of Michigan. And you add him to this other guy, Samaj Morgan, who's been playing on our team the last couple of years, who's destined for Ann Arbor. Next fall, we have an incredible team. Tyler Keefe had an opportunity to catch up with Dante Pippen as he was recording earlier this week in Laker football, and he asked Dante about this incredible breakout game he had last Friday night.
It felt good. It just felt real good coming out. It's like I can do that before, but nobody really seen it, so I'm just real happy to show what I can do, and yeah.
Talk about your relationship with Rick Nance. having played with him for a couple of years, him in the starting role at the quarterback, you in a position where you were coming up the depth chart a year ago, getting plenty of touches, but now being one of those primary guys for him in this 2022 season.
Yeah, me and Rick, yeah, that's my boy. We played JV together also. So me and him, we have a strong connection, and we still just getting better from here.
One of the things we noticed about you in week one that I think everyone was put on notice at the statewide level was your speed. In terms of your game, what do you believe is your greatest strong suit beyond your speed that makes you such a formidable and really tough receiver to deal with for any secondary?
I feel like one of my strong attributes is like catching the traffic. So this season I want to show that too. I want to show my catching traffic, and yeah.
Joined by Dante Pippen, West Bloomfield Lakers wide receiver on This Week in Laker Football. You can watch him and the whole team this Friday against Harper Woods at the Swamp, 7 p.m. kickoff, 6:30 pregame. CivicCenterTV.com/LakerSports for all that information. 3 receptions, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns. You went yard a couple of times, including an 87-yard touchdown early on in that game. Playing in that environment, let's just talk to that. You're in a college environment. I'm sure you have aspirations to continue to play football. Should that opportunity be there for you? And I think after this game, it's probably looking a lot brighter than it ever has. Playing in that environment with these guys and that kind of competition, how does that, for you, kind of warm you up to this season and really get you hyped for some really competitive football coming up?
I'm excited. It boosts my confidence a lot, being in front of everybody like that and playing on a college campus also. So, yeah, it really boosts my confidence, and I'm just ready to play.
Talking about this receiver core and how it sort of has this veteran leadership to it, especially at the top with you and Samaj, some of the other guys that have been on this team for a while, and what you say to some of the younger guys coming up about what they need to do to be great Laker wide receivers with long-standing success like you and Samaj and other guys in this core have had.
I just tell them every day, keep working, just look up, just follow what we do, just try to be better in this.
We're joined by Dante Pippen, West Bloomfield Lakers wide receiver on This Week in Laker Football. Dante, let's get to know you outside of the game of football. When you're not working in the weight room or on the gridiron with your teams, what are some of the things that you enjoy outside of being a Laker football player?
I like bowling a lot. Yeah, I like bowling. I like fishing too. Yeah, I like going out shopping.
What's your highest score in bowling?
255. Best bowler.
Hey, you know, that's almost double, I would say, my biggest score. I don't exactly remember the number definitively, but I know it's far lower than 255. So, Dante, as we go forward this season, what are some of your overall goals for the 2022 season on a personal level and, of course, on a team-wide level?
Some goals, I just want to do big things. I just want to get a lot of catches, a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. I want a ring on my finger too. So I'm just ready to have a big year. I'm excited.
We're shooting this in the hallway outside the gymnasium at West Bloomfield High School, or just across the way. He can see it himself, those championship trophies for the Lakers, including the 2020 state championship trophy. Deontay, anything else you'd like to say to our audience about this team this year, the upcoming game against Harper Woods?
We got a lot of dogs on our team, so it's going to be hard to stop one person on our team, definitely.
Speed, toughness, physicality. This Laker team is coming for some bodies this year, and they're going to be a tough team to beat. Dante, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break on This Week in Laker Football. When we come back, we'll preview this upcoming game this week, the home opener at the Swamp against the Harper Woods Pioneers with head coach Tyrese Grice. That's coming up. Don't go away. You're watching This Week in Laker Football.
Well, actually, you're watching The Splash, but I'm glad that Tyler had that tag there at the end of the interview so we can remind you that you should watch This Week in Laker Football. You can find it on CivicCenterTV.com/LakerSports, and it's a great way to get caught up with the players. And again, we have an incredible football team. Get out and see Dante, the fastest guy in the field. And again, a lot of people say the fastest guy in high school football. And as you can see from having a couple of minutes with him, what a excellent, amazing young man, one of our great leaders that we will be following tonight on the field. So Laker football tonight, 7 o'clock. We hope you tune in, get out to join us at the game, and then don't forget Family Fun Night coming up on the 16th of September as we play Clarkson. Great football all year long, and we'll have it all right here for you on Civic Center TV. Shifting gears, September is Library Card Sign-Up Month, and we hope you get out to the West Bloomfield Library and sign up. Signing up for a West Bloomfield Library Card means greater access to popular physical and digital books and movies, tools like metal detectors and telescopes, study spaces, one-on-one tutoring, computers, tablets, Adobe products, statewide travel destinations, entertaining and educational events, and so much more. Plus, this month, any resident of West Bloomfield, Keagle Harbor, Sylvan Lake, or Orchard Lake who signs up for a library card in person will also receive a tote bag. How about that? While supplies last. We are spreading the word. Sign up for your library card. We have an incredible library here in West Bloomfield, and we hope that you get engaged, go get your library card, and enjoy that great resource over at the Civic Center campus, the West Bloomfield Public Library. So this is something I wasn't aware of until I got onto Facebook today. Do you know that in West Bloomfield we have the Almost Home No Kill Shelter? It's a great animal shelter, and if you go to that Facebook page today, you're going to meet Princess Leia, who I had a chance to meet. We'll take a look at Princess Leia right now. Princess Leia is a 9-week-old Russian blue mix. Such a pretty girl, don't you think? She would make a perfect addition to your home. Her foster mom and Almost Home have taken such great care of her. She's all vaccinated, dewormed, FIV negative, and ready to go home with you. And her foster mom says Leia is fearless and strong. She approaches with initial uncertainty, but the moment you get to say hello, you two will be best of friends. Princess Leia, what a lovely pet. Maybe there's some other pet there too. Maybe you're not a cat person, maybe you're a dog person. Go find out all about it. Here's the QR code to get to their website. It's almosthomeanimals.org. almosthomeanimals.org, and you can go there. And again, one more time, because we don't have the QR code up, there it is, animals.org, and scan that on your phone, and then you will be able to find out more about it. So a lot of events going on in Metro Detroit today and around the state of Michigan. It is, of course, Labor Day weekend. So of those events, one of the big ones, the 2022 Detroit International Jazz Festival is going on in downtown Detroit. Always a lot of fun, a little closer to West Bloomfield. Arts, Beats, and Eats. They used to do that in Pontiac. Now it is happening in Royal Oak. Arts, Beats, and Eats. We hope you get out and check that out. Michigan football returns on Saturday out in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I can't even remember who they're playing, but it's likely going to be a sure win. And then the Labor Day Mackinac Bridge Walk is going on this weekend as well. So some of the big things going on this weekend around the state of Michigan, and you can see a picture of it. It's something that I enjoy and have done with my family many years, so we hope to get an opportunity to head north. They closed down the Mackinac Bridge. You can see they've got cars on one side, people on the other. I don't know that they do it exactly that way anymore, but it's always a lot of fun. So just some of the things going on around West Bloomfield and around the state. We hope you have an absolutely terrific Labor Day weekend. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a minute. A couple of guests today, a couple of good friends. We'll check in with West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation and the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce as well when we return. I'm Dave Scott, and you are watching The Splash Live.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. Fire Prevention Week is just around the corner. Join volunteer, part-time, and on-call firefighters at this year's Fire Open House. Catch up on your fire safety knowledge with live demonstrations and hands-on activities. Chat with local businesses and resources about fire prevention, see some familiar faces, fight future fires, and make some new friends. The West Bloomfield Fire Open House, October 2nd from noon to 3 p.m. at Fire Station 1 on Orchard Lake Road.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine to keep safe and strong. Be like happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
Connect with local leaders, philanthropists, and more. The Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce presents the 2022 Leadership Breakfast. Join the Chamber for a morning of insight with guest speaker Laura Graneman, with the whole event emceed by Fox 2 News anchor Roop Raj. Join your local businesses at the Wabi Country Club September 13th at 8:30 a.m. Order your tickets by September 6th at westbloomfieldchamber.com/breakfast. We'll see you there. And now, back to the Splash, live.
To the Splash Live, I'm Dave Scott. Thank you very much for joining us today. We're here each and every Monday through Friday. We start at 9:30. We run till 10, part of our 90 minutes of live programming each and every day. Tyler Keefe will be in this morning at 10 o'clock to carry on with the Oakland County and Michigan Megacast. We hope you stay tuned. Don't forget, again, tonight, Laker football at 7 o'clock live right here on all of our outlets. Should be a great game. And also right down the road at West Bloomfield High School, we hope you come and join us in person. That would even be better. Lots of things always going on in our community with the West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Department. Joining us now, Meagan Tehako from West Bloomfield Parks and Rec. Meagan, good morning and welcome back to the Splash.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me. Always happy to be here.
Always happy to have you. You are one of the best advocates of activities and fun goings on around our greater West Bloomfield area. And I was really busy getting ready for the football game tonight, so I am totally unprepared. So, Meagan, what's going on at Parks and Rec?
Do you want me to interview you, Dave?
Well, you could do that. You could almost interview yourself. You could, sure. Well, you got a question for me?
Oh gosh, I don't know if that's made for TV or not, but
no, probably not.
I would be more than happy just to launch in. We have a ton going on. We are getting ready to kick off our fall event season, so it's personally one of my favorite times of the year, both personally and professionally. So I love our fall events, and we were looking at registration numbers, and things are already filling up. So even though it still feels like summer, I would definitely encourage people to take a look at your calendars and get registered for things because they are filling up. So the first thing I wanted to mention is the Westinfield Campout. That's one of our favorite annual events, and that happens on September 16th over at Marshbank Park. And
we're so busy this time of year. I love that event. I have not been at it for several years. That's family fun night, but I don't know, maybe I can come crash your party after the football game. You guys still be going late at night?
Yeah, I'm actually doing that because I'm going to Family Fun Night. So we like to do both. Family Fun Night is a great event. So I'll be at Family Fun Night, and then I'll be buzzing over to Marshbank Park for Camp Out. So we're doing double duty that night. But
it is a lot of fun. Events. You get a lot of people there camping, and they're all, it's like when you go camping just with your family, it's kind of your family. But when you get together with a big group of people all together from the community, it's really cool.
Yeah, and it's special. We don't allow camping, obviously, at Marshbank Park, so it's just a really cool way to experience the park in a way that, you typically can't. So lots of fun.
Excellent. I'm sure you have something else.
I do.
Okay.
So next on my list is Trick or Treat Trail. So that's coming up at the end of October. But we're currently looking for local businesses to partner with us to set up stations along the trail. We're looking for about 40 businesses to work with us. I think we're about halfway there. So if there's any local business owners out there, nonprofit organizations, faith organizations, come one, come all. And it's free to participate. All you have to do is bring 1,000 pieces of candy for the kiddos. And of course, we encourage businesses to dress up and decorate their station so that it's fun for the kids.
So it all happens over at the Parks and Recreation Department, I assume, on the Civic Center campus. And we come over, we bring some candy. Is that how that works?
Yep, it's actually at Marshbank Park. So the paved trail out there is kind of perfect for trick-or-treating. So we just set up the businesses all along the trail, and kids get to go station to station.
Excellent. Sounds like a lot of fun. I got about a minute or two more. Anything else?
Sure. Yep, one last thing. So the week of September 18th is actually Michigan Trails Week. So that's kind of something the DNR puts together, and here in West Bloomfield, we were very happy to participate. There is no better time to enjoy our trail system than in the fall. The colors will start changing. The temps are more mild. There's lots of wildlife moving about. So we're encouraging residents to get out and check out the various trails we have in West Bloomfield. And we have a little scavenger hunt that we're releasing that week. And you can enter and win some great prizes. So we just really want to encourage people to check out trails all fall, but especially that week.
All right, well, we have an amazing trail system, an award-winning Parks and Recreation Department that happens to have the best marketing director in our whole township. And it's awful good to have you with us, Meagan. And yesterday we were sitting on the Michigan Week committee meeting. Good to see you're working hard there. And just a quick plug for Michigan Week. It's a year-round project, but it's a great opportunity to honor the people in our community that volunteer and help keep West Bloomfield, Orchard Lake, Keegle Harbor, and Sylvan Lake moving forward in a positive direction. So it was good to be working with you on that yesterday. Good to see you, and thanks for your hard work and efforts there.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Dave. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Meagan. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If the guys in the booth can make this happen, can we go right to Suzanne without going to a break? Because I'd like to see if we can preserve the time. They say yes. So joining us now is Suzanne Levine. She is I always get this wrong, Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce. Suzanne, I'm sure I crashed to that. Good morning and welcome back to The Splash.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Fantastic. How are you?
Great.
So
Got a big weekend.
It's a huge weekend, Labor Day weekend, of course. It's the last big splash, if you will, before we get into the fall. School's already started. Football's already going on, though. We're moving forward. And it starts off September, which kicks off a huge number of events. And one of the most notable events is your leadership breakfast coming up in a couple of weeks. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, we're really excited. The last day to register is Tuesday. And we have this fabulous speaker, Laura Graneman. She's the Vice President of Rocket Community Fund and Executive Director of Gilbert Family Foundation. She's going to talk about how the connection to Detroit is really important for the suburbs. A vibrant city reverberates into the suburbs. And, when people are fed and housed and have meaningful, jobs they can go to, it really has a positive effect on all of us. So she's amazing. And we have, of course, our good friend Roop Raj, who is always, can't seem to say no to me. I probably can't say that. He probably will next time. But
come on, Suzanne, who would ever say no to you? You're working so hard for the people in the community, and you got good friends, so that doesn't surprise me. It's interesting as I think about our connection to Detroit right now. West Bloomfield being a community that a lot of people maybe work in the city and commute and come home to. But, since COVID, people started to work at home a little bit. So maybe our connection to a lot of those employers and people traveling downtown is even stronger now because they may be half their time, or all their time, they may be working at home, even though they're working for some big downtown corporation.
I know there's a trend right now that hybrid, to go a couple of days into the office and the rest at home because they sort of feel that you don't get the same team spirit when you're at home as you do in an office setting. So it'll be interesting to see, what happens, going forward. I know there's that whole trend of quiet quitting. Also,
I like that. I haven't heard that expression, but I'm sure it's very popular. But yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So, we'll see what, the future brings. It's so hard to predict with the pandemic or if it's endemic. And of course, there's always going to be some new virus on the horizon. I think it's how we deal with it that's going to determine, the future for us and our children.
Well, we have an extraordinarily vibrant metropolitan area, and I think getting more vibrant every day. You take a look, I know this is a West Bloomfield show, but you take a look at our region, and you look at the Jazz Festival going on downtown, you look at Arts, Beats, and Eats, which was in Pontiac, and now is in Royal Oak. Just those two events, hundreds of thousands of people will be going to both of those events, many of them from right here in West Bloomfield. If you're traveling up north, the Bridge Walk, and then this this is going to be a huge year for business in our region with the auto show finally coming back and happening in September. And that's not just something that impacts the city of Detroit, it impacts every community. So as a region, Suzanne, we are on fire right now. There's so much going on.
And we have access to the largest freshwater supply, basically in the United States. So, water is going to be one of the next big issues, along with obviously, clean energy. But, who controls the water is going to be a really big deal, going forward. You see what's going on in California with the droughts and, mandating, X amount of usage, et cetera.
Well, no, it is a big concern, and we do have a ton of fresh water here in Michigan, and it's just one of the things that makes that, and the fact that we don't have any alligators, to me, makes us a really good spot to live. You can have the drought, and you can have the alligators. I'll take all the snow and the storms. And speaking of snow and storms, I just want to salute the business community because it was a heck of a week this week. With the power outages, we had 3 schools closed down. We had a lot of businesses. People, I think, did pretty good with all the traffic lights, but your businesses in the community, it wasn't an easy week for them, and they all struggled through and actually did a really good job of making the best of it.
No, absolutely, and I'm so proud of them because the ones that were really tenacious and able to hang on, I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure that they not only survive but thrive the next X amount of years as I'm in this position. So remember to shop local. It's a big deal. And we have so many great people, coming to our event, community leaders, and also a lot of small business owners and just people in general that want to hear what Laura has to say and an opportunity to network and connect with people that they might not have an opportunity to meet.
Okay, so you're almost sold out, I assume. Registration ends on Tuesday. Where do people go if they want to register for the breakfast?
They can go to westbloomfieldchamber.com, and it's right there. They can call me at 248-626-3636 or email me at wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that everyone that wants to come is able to, be at this amazing event.
All right, well, good job putting it together. It's always a lot of fun. You've done a great job over the years getting some really good speakers. And again, you got a great lineup. We'll continue to promote it as aggressively as we can. And again, if you want more information on the Chamber, we invite you to go to their website and to get all the details. Just if you can't remember all those numbers and everything Suzanne just shared with you, just Google Greater West Bloomfield Chamber, and it will pop up. Suzanne, thank you very much for being with us today. Only got a couple of moments left. Goodbye. Thank you so much for being with us. Take care. Before we say so long, just one final plug for our big football broadcast tonight. Tyler Keefe, myself, and a ton of our staff will all be over at West Bloomfield High School setting up all of our cameras. We couldn't be more thrilled that we are able to bring Laker football back to you on TV. Hopefully everything will go right. Should be a lot of fun tonight. Kickoff at 7. Lakers pregame show is going to begin around 6. And the best thing you can do to support Laker football is to come out and support our team. We have one of the best teams in the state, and it really bubbles over to the enthusiasm and the business vitality and just the overall excitement of living in West Bloomfield. Having a great football team is another big part of it. So for our entire crew, we'll see you tonight live on the Laker broadcast. Other than that, have a fantastic day. Make sure you stay tuned. Our 90 minutes of live television continues with Tyler Keefe in just a couple of minutes with the MegaCast. And we will be back here Labor Day, Tuesday morning at 9:30 for more of The Splash. I'm Dave Scott. Have a great Labor Day weekend.